Robinhood versus Weeble. Growth versus dividend investing. Which one is better? Let's find out. What's going on, guys? Going by the title of this video, then you know that this is about to be a challenge video. So while I'm still very new here on YouTube, I decided to put myself up to the challenge of seeing if I can grow a portfolio to $10,000. But the kicker is I do not want to grow only one portfolio, but I want to grow two portfolios to $10,000. And I want to do that by having a Weeble portfolio full of growth stocks and then a Robinhood portfolio full of dividend stocks. And the challenge that I want to present is seeing which one of these portfolios can grow to $10,000 faster. Now, I know that this is a time in the stock market where a lot of things are fluctuating greatly, so it's not the best time to get started as a beginner in my opinion, but I'm about to get started. So I'm about to put my hard-earned money at risk for as long as this challenge takes, and let's see which portfolio is more consistent and better for a beginner investor as far as growing your money as efficiently as possible. Let's get started. What's going on, guys? I'm Anthony McLemore and welcome to the Centennial Investor. On this channel, I like to talk about side hustles, passive income, investing in real estate, and other ways to make money online. So if you watch some of my previous video, then you may notice that I am in a different setup. So what happened was I moved into a new house recently. That's why by any of my recent videos, a lot of them were timestamped about a week before they were actually released to you guys. So that was just so I can stay as consistent as possible. So I just recorded my videos in advance and put them on the schedule to be uploaded. Right now, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma where I am recording this video, but I don't have any Wi-Fi to be able to upload it. So I'm just going to record it and then edit it and then just go to my nearest Starbucks until I get the Wi-Fi guy to come out to fix my Wi-Fi. But that's not why you guys came to this video. In this video, I want to talk about my Robinhood portfolio. So I did two videos in the past about my Weeble portfolio, and I don't want to keep beating that horse and talking about the stocks that I have in that portfolio. So in this challenge, as I said before, I'm going to be trying to grow a Robinhood portfolio to $10,000 and a Weeble portfolio to $10,000. So basically, let me explain how the challenge goes. I'm going to be depositing $100 into each portfolio every single week. However, my Weeble portfolio right now sits at about $800 or $900, and my Robinhood portfolio sits at about $200. So what I'm going to be doing for the next 4 weeks is catching my Robinhood portfolio up to the Weeble portfolio in value. So once both portfolios are at about $1,000, that's when the challenge is really going to start kicking off. So my next 2 or 3 videos on this challenge is going to be me contributing money to my Robinhood portfolio or the dividend side of this challenge. And before I forget, I want to give a quick shout out to Lychee Main, who left a comment on my previous video saying this: interesting selection of companies. I would have thought tech would be your best bet for growth rather than risk, but I'm pretty sure dividend portfolio will grow faster, but you do have a ton of companies that have suspended or frozen their dividends, which is not a good plan for long-term buying cheap. That is a response to a comment I had in my previous video when I was going over my Weeble portfolio. And the reason why that portfolio is a little weird right now is because I set up that portfolio before I created this challenge. So that portfolio is a little bit all over the place. It has some dividend stocks, it has some growth stocks, it has some flat rate stocks. I have to really do a good job of selling at the right time in that portfolio so I can rebalance it for the sake of this challenge. So the next time you see my Weeble portfolio, it may look totally different than it does now, but I may just leave it the same and just build on top of it as it is. We'll see how that goes. But for now, let's go right into my Robinhood portfolio, and we'll be adding about $100 to this portfolio today. And I'll be buying some dividend stocks and sharing with you the reasons why I buy these stocks. So let's get right into it. So here I am opening my Robinhood app. As you can see, the value of my portfolio today is $199.88. Let me do a quick breakdown of the stocks that I already own before I go adding new stocks. So first and foremost, this is a very small portfolio. I only own 5 stocks today, and that is Exxon, O Realty, AT&T, Coca-Cola, and Delta Air. So for the most part, the only one that's in the green today is Exxon Mobil, and that's up 4.03%. So overall on this stock, I'm up 9.3% with 4.03% on the day. If I look at O Realty, I am down 0.67% overall and 2.28% today. So that's not actually a huge loss. It is a huge loss on the day, but not overall. I only added these stocks about 2 weeks ago, so it shouldn't be a huge change. So going into AT&T, I own 1 share of AT&T with a total return of negative $1.45. And Coca-Cola, I own 1 share of Coca-Cola, negative $2.11. And then Delta Air, 1 share, negative 3%. So those are the stocks I already own. I want to be adding 5 new stocks to this portfolio today so we can get started on this dividend growth journey. Now, a lot of these stocks have suspended their dividends, while I understand what Lychee Man said earlier because of the way the economy is going right now. But my bet is that most of these companies should continue to pay their dividends on a consistent basis. I know most of my REITs may not pay their dividends because it was a astronomical number of their overall net income. Some of them paid over 100% of their net income out in dividends. But my bet is to try to just build a solid foundation of dividend companies as I can in order to get the most value as possible and the most income as possible from this portfolio. But with all that being said, let's add some stocks to this portfolio. So just gonna go into Robinhood and let's add $100. We go to transfers, transfer to Robinhood, and let's do $100. Review, submit, and boom, $100. Instant access. So now we have about, let's see how much buying power we have. So now we have about $106.19 worth of buying power, and I already have a list of stocks that I want to buy in today's video. So the first stock I'm going to buy is AGNC. So let's look up AGNC right now. AGNC investment. Let's add it to my watch list actually. So I know Robinhood's statistics aren't always the best, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to trust what they have to say. I'll go and look at the actual dividends up on Seeking Alpha or something a little bit after this video. But for the sake of this video, AGNC has a dividend yield of 11.74%. I'm not exactly sure if that's frozen or not. It could be, it could not be. But right now, the analyst says 62% to buy, 38% to hold, and 0% to sell. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm just going to be buying one share of AGNC. Let's do market price. It's only one share. And boom, AGNC added. The next stock I want to be adding is Walgreens. I've been seeing a lot of good things about Walgreens. It's a very good dividend aristocrat company. So I want to be adding some Walgreens to my portfolio. So I'm going to go to Walgreens. Let's look at a dividend yield, 4.39%. Not bad, not bad. It's actually pretty good. I want to stay around 5 to 7%. If I can get 7% dividend yield, that would be amazing for a year. But let's look at Walgreens. Let's buy one at market price. Bada bing, bada boom. Got one share. This next stock I buy is one of my all-time favorite companies, like bar none. I love this company. So we got AT&T. Let's go to AT&T, add it to my watch list. Right now, AT&T is down about 1% today. It's actually after hours. I didn't know that. It is about 3:30 where I'm at. I am in Central Time. So I tried to record this video before the market closed, but apparently I was a little bit late. But AT&T has a dividend right now of 6.96%. And what I'm going to be doing is just buying one share of AT&T, just slowly building up this portfolio. Bada bing, bada boom, order received, purchase. Okay, let's see how much buying power I have left. I have about $21 of buying power left. And do I want to buy some PSEC? Should I buy some PSEC? PSEC's probably going to cut that dividend. Let's see. Let's do $10. PSEC is if you don't know PSEC is called Prospect Capital. It's a REIT, and it's a monthly dividend paying company that is not very expensive. As you see right now, it's about $4 per share. You know, it pays a huge dividend, 17.65%. And last time I checked, that was over 100% of its net income. So it's not a very safe dividend to have, but I'm just going to add 2 shares of PSEC to my portfolio, and let's just call it a day. So let's buy PSEC, 2 shares of PSEC. There we go. So that's pretty much all the stocks that I wanted to buy in today's video. Let's take one last look at our portfolio, and then we can do a recap of their Weeble portfolio as well to see how they stack up against each other. So we just crossed $300. You can see on the day we're down 1.75%. I already went over the stocks that I bought in today's portfolio. So now let's jump over to the Weeble portfolio to see how we fared on the day. Also, this is a great time to say that if you have not liked this video already, I would really appreciate it if you click that like button until it turns blue. If you're interested in staying up to date to this challenge, then click that subscribe button as well. I'll be uploading 3 times a week at about 5:15 to 5:30 Central Time. So depending on where you are in the world, it could be a different time to you. But if you're interested in seeing which portfolio reaches $10,000 first, then click that subscribe button and just make sure you stay up to date with this journey. So here we are in the Weeble portfolio. You see the Weeble portfolio right now is valued at $840.49. And right now this portfolio is all over the place. I don't want to go in depth into every single stock that I own because I will be reimagining or repositioning a lot of these securities that I own. But for now, you can see I own about 12 securities. I own Old Regions, Main Street Capital, Coca-Cola, Delta, Apple, Pfizer, just a lot of different companies. So here's my plan for this portfolio. I wasn't going to do this in this video. I guess I am going to add it as a quick end note to this video. So for my Weeble growth portfolio, I wrote down some notes on the industries that I plan on buying moving forward. So in those industries are biotech, marijuana stocks, artificial intelligence stocks, oil and gas, and some REITs. I also may dabble a bit into cryptocurrency on the Weeble portfolio, but I just haven't had a great understanding on how to buy crypto with Weeble. If you know how to buy crypto with Weeble, then feel free to leave a comment below because I go to the crypto section. You can see if I pick up my phone and I go to markets, I go to cryptos, I go to Bitcoin, I can see the value of Bitcoin, but I just don't know how to buy Bitcoin. I may just have a Coinbase sort of app, you know, kind of connected to the Weeble portfolio, but I really want to exclusively have this challenge with Weeble and Robinhood to see which one reaches $10,000 faster. So as this portfolio is worth so much more than the Robinhood portfolio, it's worth about, I say about $600 more. I'm going to be trying to catch it up by the end of May. So have Robinhood and Weeble both at about $1,000 by the end of May. So by June 1st, this challenge can really start off on an even playing field. That may mean I have to sell some of my securities in order to buy other securities to make the challenge as fair as possible. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but depending on how the situation works out, it should be all fine by June 1st. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button, as I will be uploading videos like this every week. Every Monday, I upload a new review on a personal finance app that is pretty new on the scene. Last Monday, I think I did Personal Capital, which is a personal finance app that I use pretty much daily. The other Monday before that, I did Adam.finance, which is a pretty cool portfolio analysis tool. If you have any questions or any suggestions on apps that I should do in the future, then leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get to it. But before we end this video, I want to do a little bit of Q&A with some of the comments I had in my last video in order to make this challenge as transparent as possible. So here's a comment that I got on one of my most recent videos. It was about the Roth IRA video that I made on how I invested $11,000 in a Roth IRA. Roth IRA and 401k 20 years ago, probably working for young people. Those are the old days. You should invest in the Bitcoin, open an account with Coinbase. You're going to become a millionaire in 5 years, not like a Roth IRA in 35 years. Okay, I have a few comments about this. I am in no way a financial expert, or in no way do I know everything about financial analysis or anything like that. But I know that a lot of Bitcoin is speculation. Me, for myself personally, I don't understand the intrinsic value of a Bitcoin. I don't understand how it's worth about $9,000 today. That's just not something I understand. And the great Warren Buffett used to always preach that never invest in things that you don't fully understand. So while I will, be venturing into the Bitcoin industry in the future, I am not going to use Bitcoin as a way for me to become a millionaire, because I simply do not understand it enough. I know that it fluctuates greatly, and I know that it's a matter of supply and demand, but that's pretty much where I stop at on Bitcoin. I understand that a lot of people make a lot of money trading Bitcoin and trading cryptocurrency, but it's just not my forte, as I should say. And I definitely would not see it as a sustainable way to invest for retirement. Maybe it is for you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing out on a chance to become a millionaire in 5 years. But hopefully with all of my investment ventures and everything like that, I will become a millionaire by the time I'm 30. That's the timeline that I see myself achieving most of my goals. So that's about 9 years. I'm 21 years old right now. So if all goes well, hopefully I won't be wrong. Hopefully we're both right and we both can be millionaires in 5 to 10 years. But for the statement that 401k and Roth IRAs are old dated, I don't think so, simply because the tax advantages are still real and the tax advantages are still there. So while a Roth IRA is more for the patient investor, you still can have an astronomical return on your money because of the exponential growth that you will get and also the tax advantages that you will get as well. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I think that's going to be the last comment that I answer. But if you have any more questions or concerns about why I'm doing what I'm doing as far as Robinhood versus Weeble, growth versus dividend investing, leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to read every single one of them, and I might even include one of them in the video. So as I said earlier, I don't want to make this video too long, and that's all I have for you today, guys. Peace.